Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Homeward Bound. You are chasing this large mound as it slowly rolls away from you, carrying the living walls with it. Maybe I have good tokens for that. And peppering it full of bolts as you go, right? That's the plan?
Well, that's the plan,
That's the plan. Yep. Unloading ethereal bolts from this magic quiver.
Who's running now? Giant butthole.
You guys. You guys.
You made these monsters.
I know.
That's the problem with buttholes, right? They like doing the poking, but when they're the ones getting poked, not happy.
Okay. The wall that is with this thing, as it... let me rephrase. Let's turn on some music. Let's set the mood appropriately. This thing moves out of this this little canyon that it's been stuck in and starts to head down the path in the same direction that the other demons went, only much, much slower. It's only moving at about movement speed 6. On top of it is riding this living wall.
6 is pretty fast. It's like walking speed for a short person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still slow for you guys. And eventually you're going to come to the point where you're going to want to come down off the mountain and follow behind it or whatever, firing at it. Is that the plan?
Yep, exactly.
Perfect. So you begin firing at it like this. When the wall on top of it sort of rolls to the back and the two sides come together to form a 15-foot high wall blocking line of sight to the larger pit beyond.
Circle strafe?
Yeah, can we go around it? We are faster than it.
Sure. You begin to move around it as the wall begins to curve slightly, and then from the backside, you hear this hissing, popping, bursting thing that sounds like a fleshy water balloon has been exploded, or like a fatty creature has fallen off of a tall building and splattered on the ground. And for a moment, the constellation of Madrigal and the other constellations that are so far away you can barely see them as just like a weird pattern of stars gets blocked by all these like things that pop up and fall back down again all over the place.
Out of the Sarlacc pit.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And floating over the wall, you can see for just a moment, as it, blocks the line of sight from the stars, is this floating spherical thing. It's like a 4-foot wide sphere.
Seems like as good a target for a bolt as any.
All right. Yeah. Give me a shot at it.
$18.
Yes. Roll
So
some
we
damage.
We still can't see the pit itself because the wall is covering it.
Yeah, and it's also super dark, and now that it's no longer in that canyon, there's not very much light on it, and the wall is now blocking your view, and the wall's 15 feet high. You do 9 damage.
9 points of damage.
How close is this thing? Still like 180 yards away.
Yes, but it is moving towards you.
Well,
slowly.
Action.
Quite slowly, actually. Really?
I don't think actually, do I have a scrag bow on my character sheet? Let me just check.
A scrag what?
Like longbow. I've got a quiver. I do have some arrows, but I don't think I've got a bow anymore.
I think we lost the longbow.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, magical scrag shortbow +1. Can I shoot that, Neal? Or did it get lost in the river?
You can take a shot.
If it's there, it's there.
You did... No, wait, you don't have a magical scrag shortbow. You lost all of your equipment, basically, except what you were holding on to, right? You had your shield and your sword strapped to you, but you lost your backpack and everything. Isn't that right?
More or less. I mean, I've got
Yeah.
some stuff now, but I think it's pretty much all from either being on me or stuff that I found since being.
Right. Okay. You did 9 damage, Ryan?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, you hit this thing with a bolt. It moves for you in your direction. Flying in your direction.
How quickly?
At a reasonable pace. About maybe movement speed 6.
I think I can just back up and shoot it again.
Okay. Once it dips below, once it comes past like the constellation and drops down to before the wall, though, you sort of just lose it in the darkness, right? Those few stars are the only real light you have, and once that light is no longer shining on it, you can make attacks that range, but you can't see it to hit it.
Yeah, I have the ethereal bolts light the way, but only as I shoot them.
Right.
Well, I guess I make attacks at -4.
But I feel like if he hits, he should be able to see it for the next shot. So he should.
No, because the bolts will blink out of existence pretty quickly, and then if it comes directly straight for you, then sure, you can easily hit it. But you'll notice that it is not beelining for you. It will serpentine. Well aware of, missile combat tactics.
So are you telling me that I can't shoot it?
I'm telling you that unless you can get some light on it, you're not going to be able to see where it is to shoot it.
Okay. Well, tell me when it's like quite a long way away from the pit. Or the
You
wall.
won't know where it is until it's basically upon you, since you guys don't have very good lighting here. So
Right, yes, sir.
lighting is an issue. How are you going to solve this?
I don't think we.
Shoot-
Yeah.
Shoot
keep
it with the
shooting
glowing bolt. If you're telling me that I can't see it, I guess I will just continue to pursue the wall.
Okay.
Well, I'll draw my flame sword if that helps, but I don't think it's that much light.
The flame sword will provide light for when it's like really close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you go towards the wall, towards where the pit was before it vanished, towards where this strange orb is floating towards you. And William, you've got a nice big flaming sword. You're at full HP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you come within, let's say 30 feet, your sword sheds enough light to see what's going on. Actually, you had your sword drawn earlier,
Yeah.
so you are illuminated
Yeah.
before it illuminates.
Doris is.
Are you accounting for Grimes's damage? Because I've only made 1 attack roll
Against the thing?
against anything. I mean,
Yeah, okay, so I've been accounting for the damage against the pit.
Okay.
The damage against this thing, well, you hit it the first time. Your second shot is going to be a miss because it is not in the same spot. It is serpentined.
I mean, if you're saying that I can't see it, then I'll just shoot
Right.
the wall or shoot the pit.
Sure. Why don't you give me 180 yards? Why don't you give me like 2 rounds of attacks against the wall?
Yeah, so I can't see the pit, but I can see the
Right.
wall.
Right.
So there are 2 hits. I
Great.
think a clear by 10 actually does double damage, doesn't it?
Yep.
3d6 plus 3 plus 6 magic. So there's 2 hits against the wall, 19 damage against the wall.
All right. The wall has taken 19 damage. Okay. Excellent. And it's now then that William has come within 30 feet of this thing, or not quite 30 feet. You have come within 50 yards of it, William.
All right. Can I get it right? Can I? Oh, is it this before I can see it though?
Yeah.
It's attacking me. Okay.
Yeah. Oops.
Oh, the chain lightning.
50 yards. This is normally a touch attack. Now it's a spell. I feel like I'll give you a saving throw for half, although I don't see it actually on here. But if it doesn't have to make an attack, you should get a saving throw. It's a magical effect. Saving throw. Let's do it.
Spell, right? Yeah.
Spell, yeah.
Fail.
Failure indeed. You feel your body wither as this this sort of necrotic, ultraviolet light waves over you. And oh my god, you're gonna take the bare minimum of 3 damage.
All right. Do I get action now?
Yep.
All right. Once it attacks me, I start running. As soon as I see it in range, I'm going to drop the flame sword or sheath it and pull out the rune blade.
If you drop the flaming sword, you will be close enough to get some idea of what it looks like, but Grimes won't be able to see it, right?
Well, the rune blade glows in when combat.
Oh,
right?
Perfect. Yeah. Slightly.
Okay.
So when you're adjacent to it, you'll be able to see that.
How high in the air is it?
Oh, it's hovering at about person height here. You'll see this creature. It is a giant sphere with an eye in the middle of it and many eye stalks coming off of the sides. The big eye in the center is staring you down, bloodshot. You can feel yourself under the effect of its anti-magic gaze.
It should have taken some damage, right?
It did take damage where you shot it, yes.
Yeah.
It's a butt holder.
A butt holder.
All right. So I can just attack it with a normal attack, or am I weakened from the contagion
Sure.
spell?
Well, you are within its anti-magic ray, which no magic, including the effects, spells cast in it cease to function. So I believe as you enter its aura, your rune blade ceases to function?
Does it nullify magic items?
It nullifies all spells that pass through it and all magic, which I wonder if that affects magic items. It doesn't specifically say.
I don't want to come across like a rules lawyer here, but I feel like it would say if it...
Right, that seems like it would be... I don't think you can take down high-level creatures like this without magic.
I just didn't consider this one.
Where's Sean when we need him? There's no way this would be disabling all magic items if Sean was here.
I guess the 6th level wizard spell, Anti-Magic Shell, does prevent functioning of any magic items.
Yeah.
But I think it also... Is there an exception for the creature's spells?
No, it will affect its own spells.
So it can't. So then how did its wither... I guess that was out of
range, and it can close its middle eye at will to let its other eyes take effect.
Okay.
Anti-magic shell. Creatures. Did you say you read the anti-magic spell?
I didn't, no.
I'm looking at it. Magic sword does not function magically. It is still a sword.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, are you telling me that it's like a ray from its eye? Like if I circle around it, am I going to get my magic back?
I'm not telling you that at all.
Okay. Well, if I can do that, I will like.
So yeah, let's take this bit by bit. Sorry, because you're approaching it with your flaming sword, and then when you get to about 140 yards from it, no, I guess you get close enough to it, and it opens its middle eye. And your flaming sword just goes out, and you're just holding a hilt, is what happens when you get to like close enough, and the flame.
Well, he had his rune sword, right?
Right. I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get to it. Your flaming sword. It's just a handle now, as you stare at this creature.
Pull out the rune blade. It doesn't glow.
It doesn't glow.
But I'm close enough that I can sort of make it out in the starlight.
Right. Yeah. Matrigal is shining just enough light on this creature for you to still see it. And be face to face to it.
Can I? You said it's about person height, right? Can I like try and run under it, duck under it, and then attack its back?
Yeah. You want to give me like a roll underneath it?
I don't want to roll a dex check. Can I just duck down and run underneath it, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Does my rune blade light up when I get to the other side of it?
First, it takes its opportunity attack against you as you run underneath it. Its head sort of rolls at you, and it snaps at you with its teeth. With rolling a natural 1, it completely misses you. You pop up on the other side of it. Your rune blade does return to light.
Back attack?
No, it has eyes all the way around it. Eye stalks in every direction.
Okay, so it's just a d20 plus 20 then. 33.
33 will hit it and will clear by 10.
2d8 plus 15, I think. Yeah. 26.
That's not the right song, I'm sorry. All right. You do 26 damage to it. It is quite a bit. The creature takes a hefty blow. And I guess we didn't really roll for initiative this round for some reason. So we'll just say it goes after you.
Okay.
And does it what?
Does it turn to face me?
Didn't.
On its turn. Well, I guess you're doing its turn now, are you?
I'm
Okay,
doing
I
its
guess.
turn now.
Didn't it kind of already go? Like, it made its withering attack. I don't know what range that was from, and then it activated
50
an
yards.
anti-magic spell.
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like that was
go.
its
That's
turn.
probably its turn. Okay, we'll start this now at initiative. Grimes, what range are you? William went towards it. It was coming towards you. You're not at max 180 yards. Let's say you're at 100 yards from it. Does
I'm
that
about
sound fair?
180 yards from the wall, I think.
Right. Okay.
It's
Is the wall where it's indicated, or is that... the
No,
walls?
our scale is not big enough to accompany 180 yards here.
Yeah.
Shoo. Let's say I had 1 round of movement, so it would have gone 60 yards away from the wall. So we'll say it's 120 yards away from the wall, and then you are what? That makes you 100 and no, sorry, it's 60 yards from the wall, so you're 120 yards from it.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right?
Sounds about right.
Okay. And I guess we'll just have to remember the scale that we're dealing with here.
Yeah, and I see William's light go out.
Yes.
But no, but it comes back on when I go under it. Oh, and Neal,
that's right.
you said something in the break about it doing something on a crit. Just want to remind you. That was a crit.
Yes.
Does that count as a crit?
It has no effect for right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, do I not
roll
get a second
initiative.
attack, or did
I
that...
guess you get 2 attacks per round, right?
Yep.
Make your second attack.
Does it turn to face me before I get my second attack at the end of the round? Because
No.
if it was... No? Okay.
Nope, the main eye is still facing the direction.
26.
Will hit, no crit.
17.
All right, it is badly wounded. Let's roll initiative. Oh my god, you guys both go before it. You might be able to bring it down before it gets its turn.
I
Because
don't
of your
think...
prodigious damage, yes.
Yeah, I think it will negate my bolts, right? I'll make my attack, but
Oh yeah, because they're magic.
it's facing me, correct? So I
Correct.
take a shot.
And the bolt just vanishes midair.
Of course.
My
I
attack?
guess I will advance. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're
this one's mine, Grimes.
120 yards from it. How close do you want to get, Grimes?
I think I can move 60 yards as a half move, correct?
Yes. Do you have
If
the
I'm
missile
not,
fighting
like-
style?
I do, yeah.
Then you can go
So
your
I can-
whole distance, right?
No, I can go half move and still make that
Okay.
attack. So I can be 60 yards from it, which is still off the map.
All right. This is lovely. You guys have surrounded the creature, or you're, I guess, in 2
I mean,
90-degree arc, because the number of eye stalks it can use is based on the grouping of the enemies. The more you spread out against it, the more attacks it can use against you.
Hopefully it doesn't get a chance to attack.
All 10
Although
eyes,
it's
if attacked
probably
from
will.
all sides. I guess you guys are within 2 separate 90-degree arcs, so we'll call it one 180-degree arc. So it will get 1d6 eye stalk abilities on you.
It's my attack first, though, right?
Yes, it is. Go ahead and take your attack.
Fuck's
Natural
sake.
1.
What is that? Third one.
Oh,
Damn it.
no. All right. Beholder time, boys and girls. I don't think I've ever actually fought with the Beholder before. Let's try it.
Dodge the disintegrate ray, please.
So, William, the first one that's coming for you is a nasty spell. Give me a saving throw versus spell.
Are these still at -4, or was part of the acclimation to this plane a improvement in our saves?
Not yet for the saves, I'm sorry.
Passed.
Pass?
And you actually get a +1 from your ring.
Yeah,
Or from
counts
your
it.
owner.
Sword and ring, actually. So +2. It's kind of upsetting to me that we gave away 4 protection rings.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
my ring slots are all full.
You resist the stone to flesh spell.
Holy shit.
All right. And the next
Jesus
spell
Christ.
is coming at you. I gotta find it in my list.
How many did I get? 3?
D6.
Yeah, okay, you're not saying.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Stone to flesh, that's a bad one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong spell. Where'd it hide?
The anti-magic gloves grind, just go and grab it.
Those would not function in its.
Does anti-magic versus anti-magic work? Who's more
It's a
anti-magical?
black hole. I mean, anti-magic cell says a dispel magic does not remove the spell.
All right, William, you are hit or attacked, I guess, by another magical effect. Give me another saving throw.
Pass.
Pass? What?
Nice.
All right, you are not feared either. Woo! Third one coming down. Oh, this is a good one. All right, give me your next saving throw. This one's a
Fail.
slow spell.
Oh, shit.
You are
feel like it's
hit.
I feel like it shouldn't get the full D6 attacks against just William.
No, I'm gonna split 3 against William, 2 against you because it rolled 5. I was just doing all of his first. So
How many can
William,
it maximum get against one opponent? Whatever.
it just says it gets attacks. It doesn't specify how they have to be. But it can do 1d4 against a creature in a 90-degree arc, so I figure up to 4 against one person.
Okay.
So 3 on William, 2 for Grimes. William, you know the effects of slow, right? AC
Minus
bonus,
4 AC,
penalty
minus 4 to
4,
hit,
minus
lose
4 to
initiative,
hit,
half attacks.
half attacks. Lovely. Grimes, oh, God. Give me a save and throw, buddy.
Aren't I outside of range? What is it?
Ooh, actually, what is the range? Yeah, what range are you at right now?
I think we said 60 yards.
Okay, you're within 120 yards, then it can see you. It can hit you with this spell because it has a range of 120 yards. Oh god,
Not the
Grimes, you have
-4.
been hit by a charm person spell.
Oh,
You're getting
fucking
all the charms today. Now the
I'm
interesting,
charmed by William.
right? You are desperately in love with William, and this new creature that you have charmed is attacking the love of your life.
I think maybe I don't get that penalty to the save, and we can just call that a pass.
I'm not sure. I think you might. I think we can either do it that way, or we could say that you're charmed by it, but it's still attacking William. So even though you are charmed by it, your charm on William is greater and overrules it. God, this love potion actually worked out for you.
This is the strangest love triangle ever.
And then the second effect on Grimes is you're out of range. So, oh, actually, we already used a flesh to stone, so I can't use that anyway. You're out of disintegration range. It's already used fear.
I
I guess you're out of range from its other abilities then.
I don't think it gets. Does it get to use a different eye if the eye that you roll is out of
Yeah,
range?
because each eye can only function once, so
Once per battle.
once per round. Once per battle. Okay. And then the eye will turn away from Grimes towards William, and it'll make
Canceling
its
the
regular. Ooh. If it looks at you, I guess it closes its big eye because it wants to bite you, is what it wants to do. But it knows you've been hit by slow, so it doesn't want to cancel the slow. So it'll close its big eye, let its other eyes still see you, and make a bite attack against you, which is a fucking piece of shit roll. It's a 12.
That's not going to work.
It's not gonna hit.
Is Zara taking an action?
Yes, Zara will come in, chasing after she also was at 180 yards, so she will clear 120 yards to get closer to it. She is now 60. She is at the monster. Zara has closed the gap. Where is she? Here she is. And Grimes is coming up after. All right. I think it is time for our next round initiative. Okay.
How did William get 104?
I go last, right, because I'm slow.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, that was a house rule we did in Hardcore Heroes, Neal. I assume
Let's keep
you're going
it.
to use it
Let's
against
keep
me
it.
now. Yeah,
Yes, I will. Okay. Zara goes first. She will stab with her first dagger. She will roll.
Is it
This the
anti-magic?
Zara one. No, because it's facing William with its main eye closed. So
Okay.
she rolls at plus. What did we say her attack bonus was? 3 from the magic. I think it's 5 from level.
It was 11, I think you said before.
No, she rolled an 11 plus 7 for an 18, but it was a plus 7, you're right. So she rolls an 18 here. It's against the beholders are
Back.
complicated.
I know.
It's against the back, but there's still other subsections that you can attack of a beholder.
Yeah, you can attack its eye stalks.
Yeah, it's complicated. She attacks one of the... She attacks this an eye stalk for D4, 2D4 actually, right?
Safe hold.
+3 and the saving
Plus
throw.
3, 5 damage against.
Well, snake eyes.
Yes, unfortunately. And the creature has to make a saving throw or be held.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a
Nice.
natural 2 on the saving throw.
Zara
There
saves
is
the day.
nothing that can stop that. The beholder is held by Zara's dagger.
As if by hold person, so it can't attack.
Correct, and you can probably just dodge the eyes.
Or be held for 2d4 rounds. For 2 plus 4 is 6 rounds. That's probably
Right.
enough to kill it. If
Yeah.
you're held, do
Hold person, you can
gaze
only
attacks
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
still
I think the
function?
gaze attacks still function, but you'd have to like walk into them. I don't know.
I'm just gonna say it's gonna continue to target William with the same eyes that it did last round, because William hasn't moved yet and those eyes are still gazing at him. That seems to be the only thing that makes sense to do in this situation. Right? Because it can't move its eyes. They're still looking at William. William is really slow and hasn't moved out of the way of their gaze. If he moves out of their way, then he won't be hit by them anymore. But he's going last this round, so it looks like he's going to get hit by them again.
Oh, you're going to turn me to stone, Neal.
I hope not. Do you guys have a stone to flesh to stone spell?
We don't even have spellcasters.
They don't even have spellcasters. All right. William, why don't you get advantage because it is held on the following saves. Let's start with the first one.
Advantage.
advantage.
How do I do that?
Roll
2d20.
twice and just pick the highest.
No, I know that. But what do I do? KH1, is that right?
KH1, yes.
Fail.
That is going to be a fail against the slow spell. So you're slowed again. Give me
Okay.
another one.
Pass.
Thank God.
Passed? Okay.
That's the petrification.
Fail.
You are feared, and give me the last one. No, wait, you only got hit by
No.
3. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
Wasn't the
Cool.
second one the petrification on the last? Wait.
I think petrification might have been the first one, guys, but Neal said it now, so it's too late to get back.
So you went slow. Oh, I was reading this from the bottom up. So it should go slow, fear, flesh to stone, which should be the last one here. And flesh to stone. What is it when you get hit by it?
Petrified.
The stone to flesh spell turns any sort of stone. Nope, stone to flesh. We want flesh to stone. The reverse turns any sort of flesh to stone. All possessions are likewise turned to stone. The intended subject receives a saving throw to avoid the effect. The statue created is subject to breaking. Will have similar damage, deformities. The DM may allow such damage to be repaired by various high-level clerics, such as clerical regeneration spells such as regenerate. So I think William gets hit by the spell and begins to turn to stone. Ryan, what spells were you getting hit with last round?
Charm, and then I was out of range of.
Right, but you've moved since it's gazed at you last round, right?
No, I'm still 60
No?
yards. I haven't had a turn since.
Okay, so I guess give me another save against Charm. And then the next one that I had rolled against you was still only a 30-yard range. I'm sorry, a 20-yard range. You're not within 20 yards yet, are you?
Nope.
Okay. So you're fine. And I guess you can't be double charmed by it?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. Well, Grimes, it's your turn.
What can I do? I'm charmed, so I have to regard this beholder as a trusted friend and ally.
But it's also attacking the love of your life. The person that you've been with for 3 years and who has kept you alive and whose life you've saved countless times and who saved your life countless times. What do you do when your girlfriend and your best friend are fighting? When your wife and your best friend are fighting? Whose side do you take, Grimes?
Stop fighting! You try to. Well, I think you try to stop it.
So stop it.
Kill it, Grimes. It deserves to die.
Does, but I don't know. I'm charmed.
You could.
Stop it! I think that,
Anti-magic loves me.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know how what that does. Yeah, but I'll put my crossbow down, and I think rush forward. Stop fighting! And I will pull on the anti-magic gloves, and I can actually move between them. Can I not?
Yes.
Close enough. So I'll pull on the anti-magic gloves and push myself between them. Probably provoking an OA against the beholder.
It's held.
It's held. Okay, so I go to put an push on the beholder and William. Probably one attack or one hand against each with these anti-magic gloves.
Don't touch the beholder,
And then
right?
I think I realize that William is turned to stone at this moment.
Yes.
And
Now, the big money question is William on his way to being turned to stone, or is he already fully stoned by this time? Because
I don't
if
know
he's
how it works.
becoming stone, then maybe your anti-magic gloves can interrupt it because it takes effect. But if he's already fully stoned, then it doesn't matter.
It's the same round. Is there like a duration?
No, there's not. I think the stone is creeping up William's extremities when you anti-magic him.
Oh my god.
A merciful DM.
William,
Yeah.
I want you to roll me a D100 to see how far the stone has progressed along you. This is the percentage that you're stoned.
27.
27%. So that is the bottom quarter of you. That is your feet. How tall is William? Well, what is a quarter of a person? Is that beyond your knees? It's probably beyond your knees.
Depends how you measuring it. Are you measuring it by body mass?
By height.
By height?
Yeah.
6'4", so...
Well, that proportion should be the same on everyone, right?
72,
Someone, measure your height.
76 inches.
And see where your knees are.
It's a quarter of that, 30.
Probably below. I think your knees are low.
More than a quarter up your body?
Yeah, it's
Probably about a quarter.
About 17 inches, so a foot and almost 2 foot, so I reckon just above the knee.
Hold on.
Well, I'm about to lose my fucking legs. How's that gonna damage my dex, right? Down to 2 dex.
Stone feet.
Yeah.
Can maybe work with that.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Who loves Kiss?
Is Neal measuring his knee height?
Well, how does it go? By night one day. By night one way, by day another. Something. True love's first kiss.
Okay, I'm 71 inches tall and my knees are at 19 and a half. Did you guys figure this out on your own?
No.
I reckon it's just past the knees. 71 inches, Neal.
27%. 27.46% is where my knees are.
Just to the knee, so he can still bend his knees, right?
So you can bend your knees, William.
Are you telling me that I've got stone legs?
You have stone from the bottom of your foot to the bottom of your knee.
What the fuck? Does this affect my dex score? No.
Yes.
If anything, it should improve it, maybe.
Why does being able to move less improve your dex score?
Well, it doesn't move less because my knee's still okay. But
Yeah,
now
but your ankles can't move.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is
Wow. Wow. Look at that lawyer. Okay. It's held. William, you are not stoned, but you are still slowed. Magic gloves. Does you cancel the slow spell when you touch something with? I think so.
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
William, you are no longer slowed. You are no longer feared. You are no longer whatevered.
Can I get my...
Guys, stop. But I probably canceled the hold, don't I?
Ooh, you do cancel the hold as
But I
well.
might cancel all of its eyes, right?
Those are innate. I don't think you can cancel its eyes. Like if you touch a dragon, you don't stop it from flying, right?
Can I get my attack?
Yeah. You go at the end of the round.
Even though I'm not slowed anymore.
Yes. Well, because there's no one. You're still at the end of the round, right?
Oh, right.
Like,
yeah, so can I get both attacks now then, I guess?
Yeah.
Come on. 32 and a... I cannot believe it. A 32 though, that's got to clear. It might be a crit.
Maybe give me a D100 to see where you hit it because it has multiple areas that you could hit it.
7.
Take it. 7 is the central body. You do clear by 10. It is a crit.
What was I rolling? 2d8 plus 15. 3.
Minus 23. It is alive.
Did Zara ever get her second attack?
No, she didn't. We canceled it. Good call. Natural 20 from Zara.
And it was
Nice.
held too.
And it was
whatever.
held. So that's definitely going to be... She would
doesn't-
normal. What's the dagger, the phase dagger bonus to hit?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? Okay, so she got 5, 9, so she rolls a 29 against it. So that will be a single crit. And the phase dagger does d6 plus d4.
Double
Yeah.
though.
No,
Double.
I don't know. Does this count?
Yeah,
Does
it's ethereal. It's all the ethereal weapons.
This is a
like-
demon. Yes.
Okay. So triple damage on the crit, right? Or is it quadruple?
No, it's quadruple.
Yeah, it's quadruple because she does innate double damage and then crit, so that is 4 times damage dice. So
So 4d4 plus 46.
yes, 44 plus 46, 21 damage. as the creature is ripped apart from the inside. And now we roll initiative.
Okay.
How far off the ground is it levitating?
Oh, 3 or 4 feet, 3.5 feet. Yeah, something like that.
Yes. We got it, I think.
So did we say that did I wind up canceling the hold, or was my whole turn negating William?
I think, no, you cancel the hold, yes. You cancel the magic on both of them as you try and push them apart. And I think you are in between them now?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my god. All right, William. You go at the same time as Zara. She stabs it.
I'm going for the
probably
central
not hit.
body. Do I have to roll a d100, or can I say I'm attacking its body?
You will need to make a called shot, -4 to hit against the central body instead of an eye stalk or the main eye.
Sure. 35.
35, okay.
32 damage.
Okay, well, you will kill
Okay.
the central body as Zara chops off one of the eye stalks with a dagger.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I think my anti-magic gloves should disable a beholder. At least, I don't know, I haven't read the text of this magic item, but a dispel magic removes spells and spell-like effects, including device effects and innate abilities from creatures or objects. It disrupts the casting or use in the area of effect at the instant the dispel is cast. Yeah.
Okay, perhaps.
So I think it would disable all of its eyes. It would have canceled the hold. But anyways, it's dead anyways.
It's dead anyway. And it dies. And as it dies, it turns into small little poofy guys. However, when it's dead, you can hear the sounds of countless demons on the other side of this wall, as well as the sounds of the wall screaming and belching at you, as well as the sound of the shriekers has returned. It went quiet when Madrigal appeared, but by now they're starting to pick back up in little bits here and there. That background
William,
screaming.
Your toesy woesies.
What? Oh my god. What?
Question, Neal. Do the anti-magic gloves, the inside is not anti-magic? So do I anti-magic myself when I wear them?
No, I don't think so. You anti-magic the things you hold on to.
So I think I would have had to deliberately touch myself to cancel a charm or whatever.
Right.
So I'm still in love with William.
Right, and I don't know. I think this is a permanent effect. I don't think it's like a. I guess no. It could be. I don't know. Could it be removed with a remove curse or dispel magic spell?
The filter of love says that the enamor, it lasts until a dispel magic is cast.
Okay, so then touching you, yeah. So I guess if you knew you were charmed and tried to remove your own charm, you could. But I don't think that's on the table.
I think it's blended in with sort of with in character.
Yeah.
Affection. Whatever. Yeah. Doesn't matter. We have a fight with demons to make, don't we?
Can we not run? Although is the Sarlacc pit still behind the wall?
You can't see it. You wouldn't know. Okay. The wall's too high. You can't see over it.
All right. I remove my anti-magic gloves and resume unloading ethereal bolts into the wall.
Okay.
Can I still walk around? All right.
I think your movement rate has been permanently decreased. Your base movement rate is now 9.
Okay, but everything else stays the same.
You have the movement of a dwarf, William.
Dwarves move at 6. He's still better than a dwarf.
Still better.
I think dwarves move at 9.
No, dwarves and halflings are 6.
I think they're 9.
I kind of like the idea of him having stone greaves, though.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if I kick someone, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. William, I also think that this is going to innately affect your ability to move your dex, because you're not fast on your feet anymore. You're gonna lose some points of dexterity here.
He's never fast on his feet.
You're right. It is 6 for dwarves. I stand corrected.
So how much dex am I losing?
It's a great question. I feel like you should lose 27% of your remaining dexterity. Round to the whatever, round down. So what is your dex right now?
7.
10?
7.
7.
Wait, hold.
That didn't work, by the way.
No. Oh, your
What's
dex
a quarter
was
of-
7. Oh, okay.
10 times.
I think it's just 1 then, actually.
7 times 0.27.
So it should be
So
like
you're gonna
1.8.
lose 1.89,
Round
which
it
isn't
down.
quite 2 points. So yeah, it rounds down to 1. You've got 6 dex now, William.
Which is an AC penalty, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Base AC goes to 9 from 10. That's
Which
right,
will be
aim it.
canceled out by your new magic sword.
Yeah, still at
And
25.
Yeah. And your magic rings.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I get that fixed when we get home, Neal? Is that like a thing?
A stone to flesh would bring them back.
Why don't you worry about getting home first rather than what you're gonna do when you get there?
I just want to get back in one piece and not be a monster.
We're monsters.
Yeah.
It's happened. There may be benefits to this, right? You probably have invulnerable feet. You can probably kick for like d6 points of damage plus strength.
Well, does it mean that 27% of all attacks don't do any damage?
No, because your body is a more favorably heavily attacked area. Maybe if there were like
10%.
something gnawing on your feet, then sure.
Roll a d10 and on a 1 it does no damage?
Nah.
No?
What if we say no damage on when they roll a 1 on their attacks? That seems fair.
What? If they roll a 1 on their damage dice, maybe? No? No, it's fine. But
It's
I do
fine.
think,
I mean,
I
there
think
are
that's legit, but... Okay.
I mean, you got
Yeah.
saved from a stone to flesh spell already.
I did.
That's some pretty good lawyering. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, you're right. Know when to count your chickens.
Yeah.
All right. What's the plan? Are we fighting these demons?
Well, it sounds like there's an army behind it, right? On the other side. Is that what you're saying, Neal?
Yeah, before it used to just be this mound with the teeth and the spikes in it, and the wall was kind of riding it, and then the wall came to the other side and like joined. You wanted to go around to one side when the beholder popped over the top of it, and you hear the sounds of many, many, many demons, way more than were there before. But there weren't any demons before, except for the big mound, and there wasn't a beholder there before. So something has happened on the other side of this wall while it was out of sight, and there are many demons and at least one beholder that have come through.
So it sounds like the Sarlacc pit is just like pooping out demons.
And you
Right.
see rising maybe 30 feet into the air some sort of large central-bodied creature with like giant legs that come up and then down. Remember what were those things called in Half-Life 2?
Oh, yeah, we killed one of these before.
Yeah, you've killed one of these things before. It's one of those things pops up with its big eye on the center body. You can't see it, but you know it's there, gazing at you as this tripod-like walker. Stalker, I think is what they were called, maybe.
Yeah.
Heads in your direction, slowly. Not coming after you, but to attack you, but coming within, like, gazing range. You can see it silhouetted against the constellation of stars in the background, just barely losing a star here, a star there, 4 stars where the body is.
I think we should retreat and take stock of our new magical powers with regards to the magical and the cleric. I don't think we want to suicide into an army of demons here just to kill this one pit.
Grimes will follow William to the ends of the earth. So we make a fighting withdrawal.
Yes.
I
Demons
unload a
do
few
not chase
extra-
you.
I unload a few extra bolts into the living wall, and
I recognize this road. I posit that we can probably follow this road back to the coast, and then when we get to the coast, take a right and find the beach and the boat.
very well.
Yeah.
I think we are at our next breaking point. We'll see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.